clothing. We're talking about being able to do music and arts and dance. It's just the amount of value that centers like this have is immeasurable. And for it to be here in Brooklyn is deeply promising. So I'm really excited for it, and I can't wait to see what comes out of all the work that's been done here. When we look at all the greats that come out from acting to dancing, they all come out because they've been exposed to centers like this that really harness their energy, harness their talents. And usually these centers don't exist in our communities. They're usually in other communities. So to have it here in the center of Black Brooklyn, I can't tell you how amazing it feels and how excited we are.
Thank you all for coming this evening, and once again, welcome to the Crown Hill Theater. My name is Teresa O'Neill Red, and I am the publicist this evening, and also dear friend of our founder, Mr. Peter Tulloch. Everybody give him a round of applause. Thank you, thank you. So I'm just here to see if I can kick this off this evening. Peter, am I calling you, or am I calling? Yes, so we're so grateful. We're grateful for your presence this evening. We have a wonderful, wonderful, award-winning actress, activist, Brooklyn native, Miss Rosie Perez. And I'd love for you to give her a warm welcome. She's gonna help us out this evening.
What's up, Brooklyn? All right. I am so excited to be here. My dear friend Peter Tulloch told me he had a dream. He had a dream to create a space where communities can all come together, a space where community can work and learn and grow. And I told him, just like Field of Dreams, build it and they will come. And I was hard on him, trust me. And I am so thoroughly impressed by what he has accomplished in such a short time. This space is going to be so instrumental to this neighborhood. Right now it's an event space so everybody can party and have a good time. Upstairs is an art gallery, there's podcast rooms, there's places for kids to learn, there are workspaces, and so on. This is what this community needed. And I am so very, very proud of my friend. And it gives me great, great pleasure to kick this off and introduce to you and to Crown Heights, Brooklyn, Mr. Peter Tulloch.
Good night, good night, good night. First, let me let the nerves go settle for a bit, but thank you all for coming. What can I say? We probably started this about 2 years ago, and I've probably pissed off every friend that I've had in talking about this, because walking into the building back then, it was just one big mess. There was an opportunity where this building was going to be torn down and turned into an apartment complex. And unless somebody stepped in and leased it, this would have been gone to the neighborhood. This existed before I did. Yes, we did renovations, yes, we did what we had to do, but the true essence of the building was part of a vision of a man called Judge Phillips, and we have to pay homage to that. What we've been able to do is advance the building in time. As you can see, we have state-of-the-art speakers, everything from Coda, from Joe Fitzpatrick Lighting. These are all the people who have bought into the vision in terms of what we're trying to do here. So the whole idea of one of the things that we're trying to do is take young adults between 18 to 24, teach them what we're calling the new age trade skills, and then give them job opportunities, because everyone has a cell phone and everybody plays on their cell phone every day. But if we can show these young adults the opportunity where the thing you're playing with on your cell phone can be a $25 hour job, leading to a $95,000 a year career. Then that's amazing. But outside of that, we have this amazing space where we can do jazz nights, films, all this different stuff. So all of that is a part of the vision as to what this will be. But I'm not going to take too long because I have a bunch of people, well-wishers, the council members, and everybody who I thank immensely for being here. And I'd love to have them say a word. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Jolanne Blunji. I am the VP of Business Development and Community Relations here in Crown Hill. Very proud to be. Thank you very much. Just wanted to introduce our next speaker, who is Council Member Chiose. Come on up. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Listen, this is not my first time at Crown Hill Theater. I was actually here a couple weeks ago on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving because they have a Soul of the Horn house music party here, and it was freaking lit. But it's nice to see it with a bit more brightness today. I grew up not too far away from here, so to see the revitalization that is taking place right here in Crown Heights is so beautiful. I'm New York City Council Member Chiose. I represent Bed-Stuy and Northern Crown Heights in the City Council. I also chair the Committee on Cultural Affairs. So being in this space and seeing it come to life is, my life coming at intersections and all of my interests manifesting in one place, which is Crown Hill Theater. As everyone probably knows in this room, Crown Heights is a historic neighborhood. Both the physical character of the neighborhood and the strong communities that call it home can be traced back generations. As I said before, I grew up a couple blocks away, and it feels, I feel its history in my bones. Today we are reminded of the continued work of building our collective future of Central Brooklynites, of people who love Brooklyn and the great history and culture within this community. The Crown Hill Theater opens as a center for community empowerment with multimedia rooms, event halls, gathering space, room for art, and of course the theater. Crown Hill will quickly assume the role of a neighborhood cornerstone. I'm so thrilled to stand here today with you all in a historic neighborhood that boldly continues to build its own history. Here our best will be designed, cultivated, and shared with the world. This is what Crown Heights deserves. I want to extend a special thanks to Peter. Can we give another round of applause to Peter? I don't know where he went. Peter came here from Jamaica, bringing with him his talent and drive that has enriched our borough beyond measure. Our neighborhood and all of Brooklyn is lucky to have you, and we're all lucky to have you, Crown Hill, but also most especially Peter. There aren't many things more Brooklyn than being from Jamaica, so I don't know who's speaking next, but again, I'm just extremely honored and privileged to be a council member who represents the great Crown Hill Theater. If you have not been to the Soul of the Horn party, again, please try to stop by. It's lit. And without further ado, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Please bear with us as we try to identify the officials that are here this evening. So I might be switching things around a little bit, but we do have with us, very special from DYCD. Please come on up. Mr. Howard, he's gonna say a few words. Thank you.
When you talk about bright lights, oh my God, okay. So I was here with Peter last summer as Peter shared his vision, and he took me from not only this area but also upstairs on the rooftop. He also took me in the backyard. He had me see a 360 view of this space and said, Commissioner Howard, let me tell you, we're going to make sure that this space gets open,
and that it's get available for the young people in the community. And I said, Peter, if you can do that, you have DYCD as a partner. And now that he has DYCD as a partner. Now, I'm originally born and raised from the Bronx, and it's like I've been in Brooklyn a lot lately, and Brooklyn has stepped up its game. I gotta talk to the Bronx people about stepping up their game, because I'm walking into spaces like this, and I'm like, why is this not in the Bronx? So, Peter, we may have to talk to you about expansion, okay? It's all good. So one of the things Peter and I talked about is making this space available for not only our summer youth employment program, and as you don't know, and you need to know, is that the mayor has invested in summer youth employment program where we have 100,000 young people that participated in summer youth. And we have businesses and organizations like Crown Hill that we can actually have as work sites, so that young people can look at career exploration, understand what it is, work side by side with some of the professional engineers and artists, and build on their dream, so that one day they can also work side by side with Peter and one day open up a space like this. We also have our disconnected youth that are out of school, out of work, that we need to re-engage and show them spaces like this and say, hey, you too can also work here, become an engineer, expand your artistry, and create magnificent works guided by true professionals here. So I say all this to say that Crown Hill is the investment, it's the hub, and we are here, we are committed to making sure that this works. And Peter, you have my number, you have access, let's do it, let's get it done. Thank you.
We are very excited about the partnerships that we will develop going forward here at Crown Hill Theater. Next, I would like to introduce Jeffrey Garcia. He is the Office of Nightlife Executive Director. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello, Brooklyn! Well, I'm super excited to be here. This is, I think, one of my first events of a reopening, so I'm excited. This will be very memorable for me. Thank you, Peter, for the invitation to be here today, and congratulations on this exciting reopening of the Crown Hill Theater. Let's hear it, Crown Heights. My name is Jeffrey Garcia. I'm the recently appointed and new Executive Director of the Office of Nightlife. I'm excited to be in this position, bringing my background and my experiences to relationship building. I had the pleasure to meet Peter recently in a meeting with Ms. Bertha Lewis, and I definitely felt a connection with you, listening to your hardships you went through in reopening the space. As a former minority business owner myself, I understand the difficulties you've been through. And growing up in Uptown, from Dominican parents, I understand the value that nightlife venues and how they contribute to the diversity of our city. You've worked so hard in getting this beloved community space reopened. Venues like this are the backbone of our community. With space for education, gallery, and podcasting, showing nightlife is really about building community. But it shouldn't take years and years to get a venue like this open. And I'm proud that our mayor is committed to creating the city of yes, where nightlife businesses have a true partner in the city. That's why the Office of Nightlife is so important to our city. We're here to help throughout this process so it does not take years. I want to say to everyone here in the nightlife community, the Office of Nightlife is here to work with you and help you navigate through your issues. You have an ally in city government, a non-enforcement liaison. Whether you're having issues with your neighbors and need support for free mediation through our MEN program, or getting free access to life-saving training and resources through our Narcan Behind Every Bar program. You now have even more support that we are within the small business services, connecting you with New York City Best team to help you navigate city bureaucracy, or providing free commercial lease assistance, or finding access to financial capital. We're here to help. And you can reach us anytime at nightlife@sbs.nyc.gov or social media at nightlife.gov. Thank you for inviting us to join in this celebration today. Keep your nightlife vibrant and alive is so important. It's important to our economy, to our culture, and to our social well-being across all 5 boroughs and every neighborhood. Thank you and enjoy this night. And Peter, congratulations.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Good luck on your role. Keep us in mind, right, as we move forward. I would like to introduce our next speaker, who's been very supportive throughout this process from the very beginning, been able to reach out to them and get feedback and input and help and support throughout the entire process. So I would like to introduce Randy Pierce from the Brooklyn Chamber of Commerce.
Oh, Peter, you know how to bring people together, man. We got some wonderful folks here. Where's Rose Graham from DOE? She's here. There she is. We got Alan Fishman is here, and Tucker is here, and Ofer are here. But we're here for an amazing reason. I'm going to get a little wonky. I'm an economic developer by heart, and there are projects that you call sort of anchor institutions or transformational institutions that are part of a community. And this is one of those. And this is a moment, like, let's remember this day, because this is a moment that we're going to mark for generations of transformation, right? Because we're going to focus on the young people, but it's an ecosystem, right? We're going to do workforce development. We're going to enhance culture and nightlife. We're going to create jobs. And we're also going to promote entrepreneurship. And another equation is how the business community, which I represent, the 62,000 businesses across the borough of Brooklyn, how they can engage in a constructive way. And if you think about it, internships and hiring opportunities, procurement opportunities, accessing this facility to support services like multimedia, these are the things that the business community can do, and of course provide needed funding along the way in order to make this project work. But Peter, you and Jilan and everyone, you guys are true visionaries. And you know, this is not about, I know you, and I know this is not about you. This is about the history, the legacy, and the young people that are going to come well after you and I in order to call this place transformational. So Peter, congratulations. On behalf of the Brooklyn Chamber, I want to bring up Ken Maribel, our senior ambassador. Come on up for a second. We provide these engraved Brooklyn maps to all of our new institutions that open across the borough. So here is yours.
Thank you, thank you.
Let's stand over here. Yeah, I think it's got to, because of the lights.
Exactly.
Yep. Is it good? We'll take some more later. All right.
Thank you, thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, brother.
All right.
All right.
Wow, we are so very blessed. Thank you for that lucky gift. I'm sure we'll find a lovely place in this wonderful building to place it. We now have with us, very excited to have come on stage, our Brooklyn Borough President, Antonio Reynoso. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening. My name is Antonio Reynoso, and I'm the president of the greatest borough in the city of New York, which is Brooklyn, first and foremost. And I'm so excited to be here. Just to take into account the value of these spaces in our communities and how important they are and what they do for young people is something that we can't really put value on. It's an outcome-based opportunity in which our young people are going to be exposed to things that they've never seen before. They're going to be able to do things that they've never done before. And for far too long, our communities constantly say there's never anything for the kids to do. The kids are getting in trouble because there's no programming. There's no community centers. There's no art centers. This is what this space is going to allow us to do. We're going to start having an opportunity to say, hey, they do have some place to go. They don't need to just pursue careers or their joys in sports and physical activity. They could come in here and dance, do art, learn how to act, learn how to produce. There's so many opportunities that exist when we continue to build spaces like this. And now we didn't go and build this space in Park Slope. We didn't build it in Sheepshead Bay. It doesn't exist somewhere in Manhattan in an obscure area where no one can get to. It's in the heart of the black and brown neighborhoods of here in Brooklyn, New York. And that's what matters. That's what's important. So I say congratulations. Congratulations. I'm so happy to see you here. And I'll end with a quote from the greatest poet to ever grace the great land of Brooklyn, which is the notorious B.I.G. of Biggie Smalls, that some know. It says, spread love, it's the Brooklyn way, and that's what we're doing here today. Thank you so much for having me.